Man, this game was fun today. It sure does up the ante though. Honestly, if they took this game and made it a fully fleshed out experience, it'd be quite the fun time. How the hell was that up with my hands? Where the hell has this been all my life? This looks amazing! Oh my goodness, does it have a Kickstarter? I should check it out and see about backing it. What? The Kickstarter ended 3 months ago? I thought I heard about this game before, but gosh, it's been longer than I thought. It sucks, this game looks so freaking good. I wish I would have backed it when it was irrelevant. I feel so guilty, I can't believe I passed this game. You know what? I think it's time to rectify that. You know, I'm going to make up for the mistake of looking past this game. I should have given it the time while the Kickstarter was still active. So today, I'm going to try to make sure that you don't make the same mistake I did. Don't look past Boom Buster.
T-minus 31 seconds, and we're going for auto sequence start.
Boom Buster is a game created by Tall Glass Games and is a throwback to classic arcade-style platformers with a 2000s artistic flair to it, with a hand-drawn art style that closely resembles the likes of Pizza Tower, while also taking inspiration from early 2000s cartoons like Ed, Edd and Eddy. This game is a visual treat for the eyes. Not only that, the game is musically inspired by the likes of Jet Grind Radio, having a hip-hop, electric funk energy to the soundtrack to go along with the aesthetics to complete the late 90s, early 2000s feel the game is striving for. These two aspects are great, but the real star of the show is the unique gameplay on offer in Boom Buster. Borrowing a bit from the classic Donkey Kong in its 1994 Game Boy edition, this game takes the groundwork of these Nintendo greats and then builds upon that foundation to create a new kind of arcade-style experience. You play as Buster, a man with an unhealthy obsession with explosions, and looks like he's crazy enough to burn a building down. Alongside him is his girlfriend, Bridget, who is also described as having a positive attitude and a love for pyromania as well. These two go together so well, like fire to a fuse. They probably go on romantic arson dates together. Nothing more romantic than watching ashes dancing in the wind. Unlike Mario, who jumps over barrels to save dames in distress, or practices pest control on sewer animals, Buster travels along single-screen maps to wrangle up all the bombs dropped by Bridget before they explode. Move over, Mr. Jumpman! Buster here's a real hero! To prevent this horrible outcome from happening in Boomtown, which with a town name like that, what the hell do people expect here? You need to use all your skills in your arsenal to retrieve them. Buster has a fairly simple but effective moveset. He has a jump and a smaller double jump that can be used to get an extra little bit of height and air time to reach bombs and cross treacherous gaps. By crouching and hitting jump, you can also perform a backflip, which you can get to even greater heights than your typical jumps. This will be useful to get hard to reach platforms and will be used quite frequently for traversal. By hitting the right trigger, you can slide into narrow corridors in the levels and do an air dash as well for nabbing goodies and crossing the map. Finally, Buster can attack the opposition with his tornado spin attack in true Bandicoot style. He's even got that sound down pat.
You see?
Buster's movement and feel is extremely close to the tight responsiveness found in Cuphead's controls, but instead of a finger gun, you're smacking enemies upside the head with these guns! Yeah, I know, we don't kill to have sick gains like Buster. The gameplay in Boom Buster takes place mostly in a 4x3 sized window where the action happens. You play through a level split into 3 different acts or screens with their own level layouts. Over time, these personality-filled bombs called, well, bombs, created by Buster and Bridget will be dropped onto the play area and you must gather them all up, sorting them into the containers corresponding to their color before they blow a fuse, both figuratively and literally. Upon grabbing a bomb, you can use the tornado spin attack to drop them into the container located at the bottom of the screen. With this being a score-based, arcade-style experience, you want to maximize points/money earned. Buster is able to carry multiple of the same colored bomb at a time, and dropping a bigger stack into a container will not be more points. Just be careful what you spin though, since these bombs can't be put together. They don't like being mixed up with the wrong crowd. As you navigate the levels to round up the bombs, coins, enemies, and collectibles will spawn in predetermined locations that can raise your profits even higher. The layout of the level, where the bombs will drop, and where collectibles and enemies will spawn in each act of the level remains the same on each playthrough. This allows for route optimizations to maximize the score you can obtain at any given level for those who want to push the score as high as they can go. On the right side of the screen is where most of the UI is located. Here you can see the remaining amount of bombs all drop on the level, your current score or money earned in the level, your current health, collectibles retrieved, and a meter that fills up over time as you score and defeat enemies. Once filled, you can activate the meter with a press of a button and become temporarily invincible. Oh crap, now he's really got some gains. Buster's looking like he just downed a can of radioactive spinach. Popeye would be proud. As long as you glow radioactive green, Buster will be unstoppable and have increased movement speed. Finally, you have Buster's girlfriend, Bridget, who drops the bombs and tosses them down onto the level for Buster to safely store away before detonation.
Wait, pause. So Bridget is tossing bombs, which apparently Buster and Bridget created themselves, into the city for Buster to pick up before they even explode, and they're getting paid for it. Never mind, Buster and Bridget aren't heroes, they're entrepreneurs!
They got all figured out, following Corrupt Business 101. A, they create a problem, and B, they are selling the people the solution! Maybe you aren't the heroes that people need, but they sure are the heroes the Boomtown economy needed. The gameplay is fairly fast-paced and addicting. The desire to go back and replay levels to top your scores is very strong in this game. Speaking of levels, in this demo there are currently 5 stages with 3 screens each, plus a tutorial level and a mini-boss level with 3 screens as well. Each of these levels offers up a unique gimmick to set itself apart, as well as adding more bomb types to sort, changing up the gameplay so no 2 levels feel the exact same. Some examples of cool levels would have switched to phase in and out colored blocks that can fittingly block off access to certain parts of the level, as well as bombs that are dropped. Other levels include cannons that you have to launch yourself out of, platforms that disappear shortly after standing on them, gelatin blobs that will move around to block access to the bomb containers, and so on. All these go a long way to make sure that each level has its own identity, and most levels will take the base gimmick and crank up the difficulty as you clear each act. There's sure to be other unique level set pieces to come in the full game, but one of the coolest ones found in this Kickstarter demo is the mini-boss stages. Unlike most games, which put you into a boss arena, where you directly face off against the opponent, Boom Buster takes a completely different approach for these face-offs. The mini-boss stage plays out like a normal level with the same base objective, but the villain of the game, the wizard, will launch attacks on you on occasion to prevent you from nabbing all the bombs that Bridget drops down. These attacks range from casting down lightning from the sky, to spawning more enemies on the field, to casting fireballs from the side of the screen, to dimming level to decrease your visibility. You know, this wizard kind of reminds me of the evil Jinjo from Banjo-Kazooie, while also giving me crazy Ganon Cdi vibes with his attacks, animations, and even his voice.
You will die.
I really love how this level plays out, since it doesn't suffer from the problem that some games have, where the boss fights feel like you're playing a completely different style of game. Many boss fights here are just more Boom Buster, outside of constantly changing level hazards, which is fine by me, since the main gameplay loop here is just that strong in my opinion. Once you bin all the bombs in each act, they will shoot out like a cannonball to attack the wizard, and after 3 acts you give the wizard the BOOM!
I hate you. Your nose is big and you're orange.
Here's a real blockbuster.
What the? Get the heck out here! Whoa! Gee, stay in your lane, Crash. Freaking marsupials, man.
After playing this demo, I absolutely fell in love with this game, and I can't wait for the full release. It's addicting to go back to the levels time and time again, perfecting them to get the best scores you can possibly achieve. Getting the collectibles can unlock extra color palettes as well, to try spice up replays of the levels too. There's still some aspects of this game that aren't seen in the demo that will be in the final game, such as Super Mario 64 DS inspired minigames like the original bomb sorting game this game's based off of, characters like Dr. Zig and Cousin Eddie who will play some sort of role in the final game as well. Heck, according to the Kickstarter goals that they reached, Bridget will also be a playable character in the final game as well, so there'll be plenty of joy in the future. I definitely wish I would have gotten around to trying the game sooner while the Kickstarter was still active, because I would have backed it for sure. Thankfully, for those who are in the same boat as me and want to show support for the game, the developers have a creative Patreon that you can use to contribute to the project and get you some extra rewards and behind the scene bonus content for those interested. I'll leave a link in the description and in a pinned comment to the game's Steam page where you can check the demo out for yourself, as well as the Patreon page if you feel like contributing to the development of the game as well.
And with that, thank you for watching. As I was making this video, my channel hit over 100 subscribers, so I want to just thank everyone who's been supporting the channel with the most recent videos. I'm happy you enjoyed them, and thank you for subscribing. is greatly appreciated. I didn't think I'd hit 100 subscribers at all. Having a bunch of people I don't know personally subscribe to the channel because they enjoy what I am putting out, it's greatly appreciated. Also, I'd like to take this moment to thank one of the people in my comment section on my Don't Look Past Anton Blast video, LaBabble, who left the inspiring comment of, also play Boom Buster. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have played this game as soon as I did. Thank you so much, LaBabble, for bringing this to my attention. It is really appreciated, and if you see this video, I hope you enjoyed it as well. Hopefully it lived up to your expectations. Until next time, see you later.